Welcome to Dan ARG YouTube. Apostle Alfred Uyinosa, the man wey dey talk am as e be, and Victor, dey ask Nigeria people wetin they want. Na restructuring or freedom? Make I leave you now with Apostle Alfred Uyinosa and Victor. Make you for hear the message wey dey bring come today. Enjoy the video.
Yeah, my good people, una good evening, good afternoon, good morning, depending on the location, una for the connect with us this evening. We thank Baba God for the wonderful things we in do they do for our life, because not only one they put road for where road not they, and not only one they talk what when they reach. For all our fans out there, we busy do they take time, they follow this broadcast, they share and they invite our friends. Now God go bless all of una. And so God will continue to share testimony reach where una day. Just as una they encourage us, and so God will raise solid encourager, follow una in the name of Jesus Christ. Talk am as it be in the broadcast of truth. When the BC will they talk am as it be. The German will say it the way it is. Then the Benin say Yata we not here. My name is Apostle Alfred Uyinosa. My brother there here with me this evening.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon. Depending on where you want to take the connect with us on today's edition of Talk Am as it be. My name is Victor Olise.
It gets some persons ready to say, I'll just quickly appreciate this morning, this evening. Doris Isaac, the Mama Osarechin, Omori, and other persons. Now God go bless you now.
Amen.
If at the way una they log into this broadcast, Kai, no. Una too much. Una too much. Una too much. And all other persons when they join us, now God, if not too much. Well, we don't want to talk this evening. Then now what ask question? Wetin we really want for Nigeria? Restructuring or referendum? Which one we really want? Because there's already a confusion in the air. Now they don't set up constitution review. So wetin we really want? Victor, wetin we want?
This topic this evening, now to understand the plight of the Nigerian people, and then to know the stand as well of the Nigerian people. This now because when we agitate, we need to understand, say, at least majority of Nigerians understand what we agitate for, number one. Number two, say majority of Nigerians, they're in line to achieving the struggle. Why we decide to present this topic this evening? Now because of, say, Apostle just give hints a little bit. As we speak right now, the Senate, they constitute the review committee per regions. And they can say, make each regions, make them meet. Make them discuss how they go fit take restructure the Nigerian constitution when they want review. And we can see, say, some people, they attend the conference. Now it make us ask this evening. Make we know where we dey. The people. Are the people for restructuring and against referendum? Or are the people for referendum and against restructuring? We cannot achieve the two
At the same time.
No.
Let's choose one.
We must choose one. We must choose one. Now, on the part of restructuring, to understand restructuring, we know, say, if we say make we restructure this country, the biggest question we go ask ourselves now be say, restructure this country on top which person head? On top Amechi head? Restructure this country on top Tinubu head? Restructure this country on top Buhari head? On top which person head we want to take restructure this? Now on top which person head we want to take restructure this country? Now, if they say they want to restructure this country, which template now they want use? They want to tell us now, say, if they want to restructure this country, they will say, okay, fine. They want to rotate power from regions to region. That means, say, for example, this year or this term, now South go lead for presidency. Next term, now Southwest go lead. the other one na Southeast go lead. If they present that kind template, if they get that kind template, how feasible is that template, or will that template be? Number one. Number two, how honest would that template be? We all of us know wetin dey inside politics. Make I use Edo State as an example. We go know say for inside Edo State, we don dey hear from some people about about some persons in terms of understanding what restructuring is all about.
Please, excuse me.
About understanding what restructuring is all about. And that's why this evening, we dey ask this question this evening. Out of restructuring and referendum, when they lead to freedom, wetin the Nigerian people want? The Nigerian people must understand wetin we want. At least a very high percentage of Nigerians must understand, say, na restructuring we want, or na referendum we want. We cannot be kicking for referendum and at the same time be kicking for restructuring. Because as we speak, for Bayelsa, Delta, and Edo, they request say make delegates, make Bayelsa, make Delta, make Edo, make they present delegates when go represent each state in the aspect of bringing out their own suggestions to restructure Nigeria. The question we can ask now be say, those persons when go represent these states, they go represent Edo, Delta, and Bayelsa on whose ground? How they go represent Delta, Edo, and Bayelsa? Who appoints them? Why? Because the review committee they meet today and tomorrow, and at the end of the day, they go come up with their communique. And whatever they come up with their communique, they go present them before Senate. They go present them before National Assembly. Say this na the communique. This na wetin they come up about when they meet for Delta State. Now the biggest question we dey ask now be say, those people when go represent Edo, Delta, and Bayelsa, who appoints them? Now from government, now send them go. That's the biggest question we are asking this evening. Now government send them go, or now we the people, now we appoint them, so yeah, make so people, may they go represent us for the Senate review committee for the constitution matter. This is not part of the questions we ask this evening. Nigerians, wetin una want? Restructuring or referendum?
My brother Victor, now God will bless you.
Amen.
Talk am as e be. Now big question. Nigeria, wetin una want? Because Victor asked one question. Those people wey go dey represent us now for the constitution review, who appoint them? How? Wetin be the template? Wetin be the template? How they take choose them? Who they send to say now for Oredo we come make broadcast because Oredo wanna bring Mr. John Igbobaga wanna bring me Mr. Osato. How una take come to that conclusion? Because everything about this country now bubu yeye, na scam. That's why we dey ask this evening. Now restructuring or referendum, which one I want? Because if you ask me, I don't want restructuring. Me, I no agree. Me, I no agree. I no agree at all. Because the restructuring, it no go work. It cannot work. Egba. And no even expect the full I need to expect to make it work. It will never work. So, my people, this one a serious matter. Now, question we need to ask ourselves. Now, wetin we want. Now, wetin we genuinely want. This one a big question we must ask ourselves. We call our aeroplane gets more fault, so they want to change, they do some work inside.
So it is very necessary and very vital for us to understand. We no fit dey fight. Say, and that's so we take want referendum, make each region go. Whereas some people when we feel say supposed to join the struggle, they talk say no, na restructuring they want. We need to understand what we want as a people. If you ask me, make I told one part, to be honest, I will never told the part of restructuring. And I understand why I say I will never do the part of restructuring. Why? Because I know that there is nothing they want to do when they go do to the favor of the Nigerian people. There's nothing they want to do when they go do to the favor of the Nigerian people. As such, make every region, make they go their way. Grant Biafra, let Biafra go their way. Grant Odua, let Odua go their way. Let South come up with their own agitation. Let them go their way. Let each region go their way. But say, make we open our eye. Make we come build this country on top of Mechi head. It can't work. Enough it work. Why? Because we know say the struggle has been betrayed even before they don't think about the struggle. The struggle of restructuring has been betrayed even before we start to think about the restructuring. And so we cannot continue open our eyes and progress in error. So if you ask me, the restructuring is progressing in error. Why? Because the likes of Amechi will not sit down and say, you go say, okay, fine, I don't lead rich, any I want do the country, Mona Duan. Or you go say, the likes of Ibori, you go say, okay, fine, okay, make I talk one thing. I read for one of the articles 2 days ago, say the money where Ibori loots, they don't return them back to Delta State account. I want to ask you now, who be the #1 leader for Delta State?
Borina.
So the money when they return
Back to Bori.
to
Anyway, and all of us told me the money come back to data.
yes.
Now we all of us.
Yes.
Say, the money no fit go further.
No, and they talk about restructuring. Say everything still revolve round on top of the head. That's why I cite this example. This is why I cite this example.
I beg. I want me to settle down, read this thing. You hear me so? I beg, just settle down, read this thing. Make you see how they break down. Now, even with restructuring, it no go work. If the election, it no go work. Because all these people, they're plenty. I don't know if they get them. So that's why more call spade is spade. Nigeria, what you not really want? What you not want? Because with the look of things now, we never know what you want for this country. The masses never know. So that's the extent of education. Education is the key. What in fact why they remove history come from school? They remove history. So this is the reason why every one of us must go back to our drawing board. Make we really go check. Make we ask ourselves a question. What do we really want? What do we really want? My brother, take time read this thing. Make our people to hear.
Okay. I don't know the source. No referendum, no election. Okay. I want to ask of the source. We'll confirm the source, Apostle.
And I copied now.
And we need to ask of the source.
This one are waiting to happen for this country. Apart from this place, let's check the record. Now we have we'll talk about out of the total 365 House of Rep member, the entire Southside has 169, and this is the breakdown of which they happen for House of Rep and for Senate. Now they break them down. Southeast, Imo, they break them down. So with this, it will give us waiting they really happen for Nigeria.
Okay.
Yeah, these are the picture of what is happening in the House of Assembly.
Okay. Okay, out of the total of 360 House of Rep members, the entire South has 169, while the North has 191. So you can say here is the breakdown. Say the Southeast, that's Imo get 10 reps, Abia gets 8 reps, Ebonyi gets 6 reps, Anambra gets 11 reps, and Enugu gets 8 reps. In a nutshell, our point this evening, now to ask Nigerians question. We, for Talk Masibi, we need to understand what Nigerian people want. Now Nigerians who can't tell us, say, see what thing we want. We want restructuring or we want referendum. That's the truth. We want restructuring or we want referendum. If you present this before any politician, 100 out of 100 politicians go tell you say wetin they want na restructuring. Why? Because of say they know say restructuring must fall to their favor. That's a known fact. Restructuring must fall back to their favor. Why? Because of say now them, for example, now as they do constitution review for Delta State, who hosts them? The Delta State government. Delta State government, and you host them for Delta State. And as such, you must also understand, say in one way or the other, they must get their own interest for what they did. Now, we they say we need referendum, not restructuring. But for this to take place, the Nigerian people must be united on this cause. The Nigerian people must understand wetin they want. Some people no fit dey talk A, make some people dey talk B. Yes, we know say politicians must always find their way to divide the people. But the people must, to a very large extent, have a high percentage. So, if 70% they talk about referendum, 30% they talk about restructuring, that is a different case. If 70% they talk about restructuring and 30% they talk about referendum, that's a different case. But we know if you open our eye, make 50% they talk about restructuring, make 50% they talk about referendum, or make 60% they talk about restructuring, make 40% they talk about referendum, then that means we are not united. That means we don't know what we are doing.
We don't even know what we want. Sorry to say.
We don't know what we are doing. Okay, somebody just said something. Ostain Iyama, Ostain Iyama, the youth is fighting for referendum. Yes, but what percentage? So we need to understand on what percentage. Why? Because of say, me and you know say politics is a game of number. That's number one.
Mm-hmm.
Number two, if we are to achieve referendum, how do we intend to achieve this referendum? Now through cold-blooded war, or through intellectual capacity by engaging in negotiations,
or by through the regional divide and rule.
So if we are saying we want to achieve it via intellectual negotiations, that means we must get a high percentage of numbers of people when go vote for and not against.
Mm-hmm.
That means politics is a game of. That means even for the referendum, politics is still involved.
And the politicians we fight, they will do everything to ensure that the referendum did not stand.
Do not stand. So if we say make we understand this part, and then according to what Mr. Austin Iyama said, when you say the youth is fighting for referendum, yes, but what percentage of the youth is fighting for referendum? It's just like what we just talk now. So okay, fine. Imagine say 20% they fight for 20% of the youth they fight for referendum, while 80% they say no referendum. You understand? 20% they say a referendum, 80% they say no referendum. How do we achieve that? You get the point? How do we achieve that? So that's what we must understand. That's what we must understand. Let's go. So that's what we must understand. Say the Nigerian people must be united on this cause. The Nigerian people must know what we want. We not fit to say we want referendum, and then if we are agitating we want referendum, what are the practical steps we are taking? Now, see the practical step when it take the politicians to make for restructuring.
You don't take the 3 seconds.
They don't already plan and they're already reviewing the constitution.
And they don't implement.
You understand? They've started reviewing the constitution already. So before you know, each region will go submit. And once each region submits, who wants sit? Who wants preside upon the submission when each region submit? Still the politicians. So what are we now saying? So if we are saying we want referendum, what are the practical moves we are taking? What are the practical steps we are taking to achieve it? That's the question we ask this evening. What do we actually want? Restructuring or referendum?
My brother, God will bless you.
Amen.
It a pay me say a lot of our youth, they really take time to study what happen for the history of Nigeria. And a lot of them prefer to go and be watching Big Brother Nigeria to the watch breast finish. But the real thing when they happen, the real cocoa, our people know they care. That's why we ask this question, what do we really want? The old Oduduwa nation, they are fighting for their nation. The Biafra, they fight for their nation. The Midwest, they fight for our nation. Now, make we really ask ourselves, make we tell ourselves the truth. Wetin we really want? Is it restructuring or referendum? Now, if you check the area of restructuring, the politicians will also do it to work in their favor, not the interest of the masses. We must get it clear. The question I ask again, Victor, how they take delegate those people when they talk about the question review now? How?
Then they all do simple mathematics and they just say, oh yeah, we want to restructure the Nigerian constitution. After all, Nigerians don't say the constitution is a scam. Okay, on that note, divide the country into regions. Oh yeah, each regions make una meet. Before you know, some civil society organization, they all pick out for head. Oh yeah, see where each region go meet. They call pick south. I think for Delta State. Oh yeah, they allocate time. I think today and tomorrow when they go meet. So before you know, because of say they already release the publication. They already released the publication. So okay, fine. For South, Bayelsa, Delta, Edo, they go meet for Delta, so location. Before you know, everybody don't converge for just okay. For me, they go here waiting, they won't talk. But the biggest question we ask them be say, wetin the Nigerian people want. The Nigerian people, we know say everybody know fit show the part of referendum. We understand that part. Why? Because of the heat when follow referendum. Referendum, it get heat when follow am. And yes, for us to get a nation we deserve, a nation we desire, they call it production process. Every production process has always been ugly, but there's a joy. The joy is the end product comes out beautiful. Every product get when they call production process. It must go through a process and expecting that you must come out with a refined product, and the product is always beautiful.
They'll be like gold. So
it just be say Nigeria don't go through the production process. Nigeria as a nation don't go through the production process. They all gather us. Oh yeah, put us. Oh yeah, Mona go do one.
Gather some few old men.
So before you know, those people don't understand what it means to be patriotic. Those people don't understand what it means to be accountable. Those people don't understand what it means to have integrity. Those set of people don't know what it means to have values. And that's what they take transfer from generation to generation. How on earth, for example, will somebody when he heard correct, go open mouth say the reason why president no attend the funeral of chief of army staff now because of saying no one presidency cause hold up.
All these men are supposed to be killed.
That statement was made by Garba Shehu. Garba Shehu is above 18 years of age. Above 18 years of age, now Garba Shehu will be. They asked him, oh yeah, why president no attend the funeral of the chief of army staff? He said because the presidency, you know, like making they intimidate people with security. So you know, like me, they cause hold up. That was why the president.
What about the vice president? You know what's it cause hold up to?
That was why the president did not attend the funeral of the late chief of army staff. What are we now talking about? Now imagine say that man is supposed to get sense.
You not get sense. Not.
He's supposed. So what are those set of people looking for in the aim of affair? What are they looking for in the aim of affair? When they define aim of affair, the man, the NDDC boss went faint. Where is his case still today?
Case you don't put on that carpet.
We dey try remind and refresh our mind. May we understand how the leadership of this country, they don't drain them over generations. They've drained the leadership of this country such that anybody when come in mindset, Festus Keyamo, when they form, he want empower 774,000 people from the local government. As we speak, he never pay salary.
I want to pay salary.
He can't call Twitter. Say he can't apologize to the Nigerian people. Nigerian people say, may they never vessel. Say federal government never release money. Now you ask a question for Twitter. I say, Festus Keyamo, you were an activist Keyamo, you were a non-state actor. You are a barrister. We believe, understanding we believe, say, a man like you, who is a little bit exposed, who don't counter government over time, you are now being appointed.
You could not deliver.
As they appoint you, your sense not tell you, say, these people when the government, you cannot build a project or a program on them. Build a program or a project that will be independent away from government. Instead, you go build program or project when government go to pay. When you want me government is the money. You can't beg, say many people never vessel, say government never release money. Say when you go release money, they will pay salary. You can never.
So they don't release money for Ruga.
So how you go take fees sustain that kind of project? Now you say in the already empower 774,000 people, each local government for the country, meaning they sweep road. The money when they waste, take buy wheelbarrow, take buy broom, take buy packer, would have been enough to build a good, at least 1,000 seat capacity where young people will be trained. Where young people will be trained. Where young people will be trained. And that kind of project, it can partner with private sector when they head correct. They go help and bring out structure to see that place go they run independent, at least 80% away from government.
Like the back wheelbarrow.
What are we saying? We are saying that the foundation of this country
is faulty.
You know, they want to restructure them. They cannot restructure. On these leaders, they can't restructure it.
This set of
they cannot restructure this country. On this set of this, no, it cannot work. So we cannot progress in error. No, we cannot. So I don't turn the part of restructuring. And the only way I can turn the part of restructuring, make all of them come and say they know to do it, and we know it's not possible.
Which is not possible.
And so if it's not possible for all of them to come out, all those people when they move for fair now, come out and tell us, say, okay, fine, we will play advisory role now, or yeah, make new face coming. I will advise you. If they cannot do it, then restructuring cannot work. Why? Because they have a selfish interest.
With all the free money they be chopping, with all the free money, Victor, I beg, let me ask them again. Wetin una want? Now don't achieve. You go all the talk without talk since. It should go back to the foundation. Wetin we want. If we feel say, okay, see wetin we want, then we'll go for it.
Finish.
We go for it. I mean, the idea of we're another year, there. 5 people go say restructuring, 2 people go say referendum. We talk as it they be. I think that one my brother comment.
Okay, Sir Desmond Sawaro. My stand is this. If we are to remain one entity, we need to go back to the 1963 Republican construction, or do you want to say constitution? Okay, I think that was a typical error.
Yeah.
Or decommissioned the 1999 constitution and a constituent assembly that we enact a new constitution, ultimately passing through referendum to be the new legal document of the country. My humble opinion. Very okay. How many Nigerians understand this submission?
They're ready to understand.
That's a big question. How many Nigerians understand this submission? And this submission is nothing but the way forward.
And that's just the solution.
The way forward. I want to read that again.
I can read that again.
Sorry. All right. My stand is this. If we are to remain one entity, we need to go back to the 1963 Republican Constitution or decommission the 1999 Constitution and a constituent assembly that we enact a new constitution, ultimately passing through referendum, and another referendum, and they fear so.
And I will must go.
This referendum, they don't use year. And that's the way forward. Because if we say we want to abolish, we want to suspend the 1999 Constitution, then that means that process, when we take suspend the 1999 Constitution, what are we going to rely on at that point in time? Nigeria at that point in time can be hijacked by any nation.
Anybody can jack it.
Anybody can, if we say, okay, fine, let us suspend the 1999 constitution, let's suspend it, without understanding that we have to go to referendum, Nigeria can be hijacked by any nation. And so, we dey ask this vital question this evening. We no fit carry this load on our head alone.
No.
The Nigerian people must take a stand. The Nigerian people must come up with their own decision as per what exactly
Do we really want?
do we want.
My people, education is powerful, and it is very painful saying the government of the day don't abolish history from school. Anyway, that will not be an excuse. Thank God say we get phone. We always source for information, because all those things they for Google and they for cloud. You can get it at any point of time. Now the issue is this: how do we go about this referendum? How do we go about it? And what do we really want? Victor, no vessel. I can tell you today, say, my country, Nigeria, never know what they want.
It's so obvious.
Very obvious. Very obvious. Because I see no reason why some set of people now go say they want to go wrong, go to do constitutional review. It's totally uncalled for. I don't know if I'm making a point. It's totally uncalled for. Anyway, there is no harm in trying. Now we must begin to tell ourselves, what do we really want? Just check the way corruption they swim. He will tell you, he will let you know, say, all these our people, they're not ready to relinquish power. And the Nigerian politicians, they are ready to do anything to take sustain where they are getting food from.
Take on anybody, take them down.
They can anybody just because they want to sustain where they are eating. So, is it revolution now? It's a question we must ask ourselves. My brother.
May we even open them up a little bit. When we talk about restructuring, what exactly do we want to restructure in Nigeria?
They want to start with constitution.
What exactly do we want to restructure? If we want to restructure the Nigerian constitution, what in the constitution do we want to restructure that we will now hold as a base when we say, okay, fine, this constitution we don't review, so this constitution go help us lead to a desired nation when we the glamour for. How do we ensure, say, if we end up to review the constitution, it will fall in favor of the Nigerian people and not the Nigerian government? Another question: how are we sure, say, the constitution, when they want review, so the government will abide by the constitution?
They will never abide by it.
Because we get constitution. Even this Obubuyan we get, they never abide on it. They never abide on it. Never. So, wetin be the basis? Say these same people when we know, these same people when we know, when they say they won't review the constitution on top of their head. Now then we won't rely on to help us go through the process of passing them into law. I don't blame them for Senate. I don't blame them.
Because now you might be very there before.
The Nigerian people.
No, I blame.
Now we could blame. Shame now when they talk about constitution review, all of us go there.
Shame.
They will say, don't we told you? We tell one another, say, see them, they don't know what they want.
They don't know what they want.
You understand? So before you know now, the people when attend the constitution review, they go start to the counter people when they fight for referendum. Go and count this out.
That's it now. That's the game plan.
Because those when take back for the constitution review, they go want proof. Say they know what they do. And as such, they go start to the counter those when they fight for referendum. As such, the political rulers go watch their back, they laugh, they look at them. They don't know what they are doing. So, we, from this end, we will be educating platform to open the mind of the Nigerian people to understand the Wetin we want. And at the same time, we have been called to take actions. But note, say these actions can never be achieved if we don't go together.
Bam.
We must go together.
My people, which way Nigeria? Which way Nigeria? Now so we go dey. Now so we go dey fall for this politicians trap. Now this constitution review, now another distraction mechanism. Another distraction mechanism. When it be say, we no go fit dey focus. We no fit stand on one thing. As me they talk so, Victor, they kill post now for East. The way they like, they keep it there now. Nobody talk go there. I don't know if you understand so.
Yeah.
Nobody they talk go there now. The Nigerian army, they keep people now for East. For instead, Governor Mai and the rest. They kill people now. So nobody they talk go there now. We'll begin to focus on the constitutional review. When me and you know say that constitutional review cannot stand. And you know how many millions they don't put for that thing, my brother? Oh. The confirm report where President Goodluck set up. Where that report?
Rat don't jump on.
Oh, rat don't chop on.
Rat don't jump on.
No wonder. I will forget say the rat where they also rock don't chop on. Where that report? If we truly dare sincere for this country, why we not go back to that report? If we are truly sincere,
they were paying each delegate 4 million every month.
So I don't know if we are truly sincere, and the so-called people going for that constitutional review now, why not ask for that report? When former President Goodluck spent billions of naira on. If we are truly sincere, let us start from there. Which I don't know if you are getting it.
Yeah.
Let us start from there. Make we stop this obubu yeye. All this obubu yeye, distraction mechanism. Make we stop am. Let's go back. Let us go and bring out that report. Because that report contains solution to the problem of this country, Nigeria. Are you aware? The solution, because everybody from all the region, now they make up that report.
Of course now.
So, why spend money again? Go back to that report, review it, as okay now, we don't want this. For example, because we know say Nigerian politicians can never be trusted. So okay now, with this, let us go by this. No. Rapture must take place, oh. Rapture must take place.
It falls back on us, to understand what we want. And I just want to sound this. I know say we don't hear this word before, but I want to sound them again. Freedom is not given. No. Nobody will ever give you freedom. You fight for freedom. And that's why we now note where we're for our intro song on a daily basis. When we always sing, freedom is now or never. Freedom is now or never. If our papa went sing that song years ago, sing that song based on the inspiration when he get about what did happen, and we did this state when we did so, then don't you think that Wetin make our papa sing that song years ago, the problem don't times 1,000?
No, 1,000 too small now. No, Victor, no. 1,000. You never talk about 1 million. The problem don't touch 1 million.
When he sing this song, there was still free education.
Yes, nah.
When he sing,
Fuel was cheap.
when he sing this song, fuel was cheap and accessible, affordable.
Good road.
When he sing this song,
Like day.
he may light day. And in that time he sing freedom is now or never. Compared to now. Another generation upon generation and generation come wake up, come see and say, hey, this song na inspiration. They come carry and adopt am for head. We come dey play am for our broadcast. Now, say freedom is now or never. We no see say no amount of restructuring can work.
No, forget it.
No amount of restructuring can work. Why? Because the foundation, it don't rot. As such, everybody will have to go. Each region go. Each region would have to go. Allow each region go. From there, we can't know what we want to do for our own self for each region. But say they want to restructure this country and they want to review constitution. I'm very sorry. It will
not work.
It will not work.
It will not work.
It will not work.
It will not work.
And so for this to happen, the Nigerian people must be sincere to themselves about what they want. Nigerian people must be sincere. We cannot be divided and they're expecting that politicians will come unite us.
Not possible.
It's not possible. We will have to unite ourselves.
Well, our talk no go kill us. And we no go help people when they go kill us. And our good no go kill us.
Amen.
And we want quick, without drop this message, we want quick appreciate somebody. I don't even know his name. I don't know his name. I want to appreciate that person. He called me yesterday. He said, Apostle, is it Apostle Alfred? I said, yes, I'm the one. He said, you remember so person? I said, I can't remember. He said, I am the man who asked for the size of your shoe. I said, He said, he's in country now. I should try and see him. Coincidentally, he called me today again. He said, Apostle, where you dey? I go say, see where I dey. Because I beg, come meet me. Now we go meet her. My people, where the back? When I say gift, what they give me, make una see the powerful shoe where the guy give me, and as the guy they hand over this shoe they give me, another person will come up my brother, we just see German. Is that Apostle? I shock. Say you pray for me that day. I don't know. Bros, now God will bless you for this shoe. He said push perfume journal. He push shirt.
Yeah.
He push shirt. Wow, and I'll wear this one tomorrow. When I see the shirt where the guy put on, it is sent where. I know wash her. Made the perfume not come out. You understand? See the fan shoe where the guy give me. Now this one now take go do crusade. Organo. Cheaper. Oh! Wow. So, this one the gift that the guy give me. He say, Apostle, now myself 45. He say you do well. Where you say they stand for truth. Where you say they talk as they be. Say now only this one. Now you go fit give me. Just to appreciate me. And when the guy they give me, I don't know. Bros, I don't know your name, oh. Now God go bless you. See the perfume. See the shoe the guy give me. Tomorrow I'll still talk him again. I'll still talk him every evening. You know the shirt the guy give me. Bros, now God will bless you.
Amen.
Because he had money join him, oh. You still had money join him, oh. Bros, now God will bless you.
Amen.
All of you now way that they support us in one way or the other. Now God will bless you now.
Amen.
From my heart, I really appreciate them. From my heart, I say thank you. Thank you. I don't know say people like me like this. Not be like. This is what people part like. Love. I don't know say people not love me like this. Thank you. From the whole of my heart, I want to say thank you. I appreciate you. How many shoes I want you wear? I don't remember when last I buy shoe. When I do wear this perfume now, I will take a small. At least you go take your 1 year now, be? 1 year, we just take a small. This one the shirt, this one the powerful. See, I'm see the label. Oh, Ghana. Wow. Satan is in trouble. So now the shoe be this so. I be more than me thank the bros so wey give me this shoe. When I do what more than me thank him. I appreciate you now. Tomorrow I'll still thank her again. I'll thank her every evening. If I go president, how many thousand with this? Bros, thank you. You do well. You do well, oh. Bros, thank you. So my people, thank you very much. I really do appreciate you. Make una ask yourself question which one I really need. And for all those that be taking time to pray for us, to support us, God will bless all of you now.
Amen.
Talk how much it be. You should get a word of advice. It's already after 6.
Yeah, it is very simple. We must unite to achieving a new nation. We must understand what we want. We cannot be divided to achieve a unanimous goal. Each Nigerians must wake up to educate themselves. Self-education. No way to make anybody come tell you the problem when they happen for this country don't reach. Make all of us may educate ourselves. For example, they bring out for news yesterday afternoon say Ebonyi State there was a suicide bomb. But before you know, before night reach, police can come out and say no be suicide bomb, but say now one of their man, the officer, now he mistakenly denotes grenade, why did they call her? All this kata when they happen for this country don't reach, make all of us we'll begin to ask questions. Let's begin to dig deep about what they happen for our country. But we no sit down, they look say, you know, concern. It concern you. If you know concern you, go school, go to market, go buy school beer fish. You don't say it concern you. That's the truth. We need to wake up to understand. See, we cannot continue to remain a slave in our father's land. We cannot continue. It is either we understand. Say yes, let everybody, when they of affair, when don't suck this country, they make everybody step down. If they cannot step down, let every region go their separate way.
And do well. Good night.
Now we don't hear from Apostle Alfred Uyinosa. Let us know what you think for comment section. If you never subscribe to Dan ARG YouTube, try make you subscribe so that make you for the hear all the things where they happen for Nigeria. Make I leave you now with this video. Make you help us share them. Thank you for watching Dan ARG YouTube.